From the south at 9 miles an hour, pressure at 29.97 and holding. Clear skies currently, we've got 39 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. 6 minutes past 8, it's time for morning coffee. Good morning.
And a pleasant good morning. It's good to be back.
Welcome back.
You guys survived, David.
We did. Had a good program.
My thanks to Ken Odie.
Yeah.
And the liner lady was very nice to us
She
yesterday.
was.
Very gracious yesterday.
That'd probably change today, don't you think?
Well, yeah, I would think so. You're back.
You know what I did last night?
What did
You
you do
came
last
up
night?
with some. No, he's got the trivia today.
trivia.
We got them all right. Didn't we get them all right yesterday?
Oh, they were too easy.
Or we were close. Maybe not.
I think we got most all of them
I
right.
have
Now, the question is, do you guys want hard
No.
or do you want really hard?
No.
Oh, that's the choice, huh?
No, some are kind of middle of the road.
I can't believe
MOR.
this is the first time I've ever started the show without my coffee.
Uh-oh.
This is not a good omen.
Do you need a moment?
If you need to get it,
No,
I'd like to
that's okay.
say something.
Well, go ahead.
All right.
I'm
All
going to
right.
do it.
On this morning's Meet Your Neighbor that airs after the 7:15 news on WFIW AM and 103.3 FM, my guest this morning was Don K. Wood. He coached at Mills Prairie for 4 years and then came to Fairfield in the fall of '64. But in the late 50s, he served with Elvis Presley in the same unit in Germany.
Wow.
And has a little story about that. So
That's pretty cool.
if you go to the WFIW website and go at the top in the center, About Us, click on it, go to Community Connection, click on that, and then it'll be, if Tom doesn't have it already posted, it will be up there shortly. But it's a fascinating interview. They all are. But this is Don K. Wood.
I'm looking forward to listening to that.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
I got some info too here.
Okay, go ahead.
Notice I'm
Because I got
making
to
all
get back
sorts of
to what I
noise
did
here.
last night, which you guys would find
All
interesting.
right. Tuesday's winner of the 12 Days of Christmas After Prom raffle,
Yes.
Arthur Tunnicliffe.
Tunnicliffe?
One of the Tunnicliffe boys?
One of the Tunnicliffe. I hope I'm pronouncing that.
How do you spell it?
Tunnicliff.
That's a new one.
Okay. Won $250. They'll draw again this afternoon at 3:15.
Wow.
Okay.
And winners of the Senior Light Tour last night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Dennis and Doris Bland Cropper over on West Douglas, 508 West Douglas.
That's not far away from where I used to live.
That is a block south and 1 block west of where you used to live,
They finished first. Second, Don and Susan Brake, 1205 Lego Lane.
behind the hospital.
Uh-huh. And third is Gary and Mary Gain at 707 Epworth.
Son of a gun. Mm-hmm. Wow.
And
Neat.
the favorite decorated business?
Yeah.
Black's Fat.
Yeah.
Was
Ah,
it?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well done. It is
Hey,
not-
good
you did a
job,
good job.
Tina.
Well,
job, Tina.
I had a hand in that too. I supervised.
I bet you did.
I supervised, and I carried everything to the window.
Well done.
Well done. That's great.
All right, so what did I do last night?
What did you do last night?
I went to the Park District meeting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And?
It meets on Thursday.
When you said that, I thought, no, that's really, they moved their meeting.
No. I had it. I had the agenda. I showed up and I thought, well, they show up later. I'm at the garage out there by the park. I'm standing out front with a piece of paper in my hand, and it's 6:50. I'm thinking, yeah, that's 6:55. And I look at the paper. It's the agenda, and it says December 13th.
Tuesday. By the way, speaking of Leo French Park, I, along with 7 or 8 others, will be greeting people this Sunday night at the Festival of Lights. I believe that's from 5 to 7.
Yes.
Yep.
And so come on through and
When are you?
We are the 23rd.
We are a week from Friday because I'm missing the big basketball game.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be there Sunday night. Looking forward to it. What's that?
What a community-minded group we are.
We are.
Sunday's weather, sunny and a high of 50. So it should be
that's not
nice.
bad.
Yeah.
And
Here's my question.
Last year when we did it, they had a big burn barrel out there.
Yes.
So you keep warm. We took hot dogs and roasted hot dogs.
Why would the guy who is the John Wooden of lawn care not pitch in on the lights? Why would you not want to be the champion of that while you're the undisputed champion of yard care?
I don't know. I mean, it's yard of the month was one thing, but no.
All right.
I'm older.
Here's the question. What was it that was flying over our area? You don't care, do you?
I do not.
Yeah, you telling me about this earlier.
Totally
this
don't
is
care.
pretty cool.
All right. I'm showing you.
Now, do you remember?
You saw the blip.
Yeah.
I see it there. I didn't see it in the sky.
All right,
I saw it, yeah.
It is a radar. Okay, let me see if I can for the camera.
There.
All right, let me give you Dave's camera, which is there. You can see that blip. It's over West Salem.
It's right
And
there.
It's a mysterious blip that appeared across radar in southern Illinois. Let me go back to everybody else so they don't have to be distracted by your face, David. It was a huge patch that came up on radar. There's suggestions that it was from a military aircraft from a base locally. It looked like a storm. It totally baffled the National Weather Service. It covered almost the northern part of Edwards County. And the military bases say, no, it wasn't us. But a local meteorologist and some other people are saying it looks like it was the stuff that you put down if you're a military aircraft before you go in, that they're practicing before they go in to attack. Okay? So what I want to know is who in West Salem are we going to attack?
Yeah.
Who there deserves a military strike at this point?
Well, I want to know if any, give us a call, 842-3715, if you happen to see this last night.
They say it's normally coming from a C-130, but a spokesman for both Scott Air Force Base in Belleville as well as Fort Campbell say they do not know of any operation involving a C-130 anywhere near Edwards County during that period of time. That was Monday night.
Well, if they go up to the monitor that projected that and just kind of smack it on the side,
Sometimes that helps.
it'll probably go
But
away.
now, you remember a few years ago, they had that report of that unidentified flying object that started right about just north of here and then went over toward Belleville. Remember that? It
Yes.
was tracked all the way to Belleville?
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Did they ever find out?
No, never found out anything about it.
There are a lot of subversives in southern Illinois that need to be dealt with, clearly. Did you-
And apparently at West Salem because they're practicing bomb runs.
Yes.
Well, maybe.
All
We
right.
don't know.
All right, I've got a good one. You want to?
Well, I'll just another update on Baby It's Cold Outside.
Oh, another one.
Another update.
We found a politically correct version of Baby It's Cold Outside.
Really?
Well, Tom did.
Okay.
And I
Really?
heard it yesterday morning, but
They don't mention cigarettes.
they do not mention cigarettes. But it's a politically correct version. I'm not sure if we can play it, though,
Yeah.
because it's, I don't know if it's copyrighted. and that
It
sort of
probably
thing.
wouldn't be.
Well, this
So-
started with an Ohio station, then a California radio station. Well, a California radio station has reversed its decision to stop playing Baby It's Cold Outside over controversial lyrics. And the reversal came after hearing out thousands of listeners and concluding, quote, that the vast majority consider the song to be a valuable part of their holiday tradition, and they still want to hear it on the radio. Good for them.
All
Dean
right.
Martin's daughter weighed in on that as well.
Yes, we talked about
Okay.
that Dina will continue it in her performances.
All right, here's one you're going to.
Before you get to that,
All right,
we got to take a break.
okay.
Brighton. If it's meaningful, interlock collections, just like love, interwoven knots have no beginning or no end. If it's timeless, Brighton's introducing 4 new watches, gold, silver, or a multi-stone design. If it's iconic, Alcazar collection features the iconic heart. Looks sensational with everyday or your dressy attire. When a gift is as meaningful as it is beautiful, your present will be unforgettable. Each time she wears her Brighton gift, she'll relive the delight of receiving it. Gift certificates are available at your fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square, open Sundays 1 to 4.
All the joy and happiness of the season be yours. May the gifts be received with the same love with which they're given, and may the spirit of the holidays fill you. Happy holidays from Wayne County Sheriff Mike Everett and staff at the Wayne County Sheriff's Department. Tri-County Seamless Gutter and all the crew. Wayne County Clerk's Office, Liz Ann Woodrow, Debbie, Terry, and Michelle. Mayor Brent McGuire and staff at the City of Fairfield. Heidi Hoffey, local attorney representing those injured at work, at 109 West Main in Fairfield. Burnt Prairie Grand Antiques, Kathy, Lisa, Sabrina, and Flo. Modern Auto and Towing at 204 Northeast 2nd, Dan and Kathy. And Jerry and Sandy at Gill's Sales and Service, 1605 West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when President Nixon was re-elected in a landslide, carrying 49 states?
I've never known a national election when I would be able to go to bed earlier than tonight.
We saw the premiere of Home Box Office. Johnny Bench and Dick Allen were picked as baseball's MVPs. James Taylor married Carly Simon. And here's what the new music sounded like.
Funny face. Hey, wanna be with me? 'Cause I'm stone in love with thee.
This is Walter Klondike, bringing you the first get-together convention of Republicans and Democrats alike.
Operator, Claire, sweet city song. We can make it happen. Never rains in California. Ventura Highway, rockin' the
All these songs came out together. But when? The answer and a little taste of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
All the joy and happiness of the season be yours. May the gifts be received with the same love with which they're given, and may the spirit of the holidays fill you. Happy holidays from Wayne County Sheriff Mike Everett and staff at the Wayne County Sheriff's Department. Tri-County Seamless Gutter and all the crew. Wayne County Clerk's Office, Liz Ann Woodrow, Debbie, Terry, and Michelle. Mayor Brent McGuire and staff at the City of Fairfield. Heidi Hoffey, local attorney representing those injured at work at 109 West Main in Fairfield. Burnt Prairie Grand Antiques, Kathy, Lisa, Sabrina, and Flo. Modern Auto and Towing at 204 Northeast 2nd, Dan and Kathy. And Jerry and Sandy at Gill's Sales and Service, 1605 West Main, Fairfield.
November 1972. Hey, Papa was a Rolling Stone.
The Temptations and Papa Was a Rolling Stone. The top song of November 1972. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
You can call in to Morning Coffee at 842-3715 and add your 2 cents. You can also message the crew on Facebook by going to the WFIW Facebook page.
Good morning. Wish you was nice there.
Yeah.
Very nice. Just want to say that I have in my formerly milk-stained hands.
I thought it was coffee-stained hands.
Well, that too.
Are you drinking? Are you now drinking more milk than coffee, or?
No, there was a study that said milk was bad for you.
Oh, okay.
And if you were vegan and stuff like that, you can't drink milk because it's abusing cows.
It's a dairy product. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, right here I've got $70 worth of big deal certificates to Murphy's Pet Grooming and Boarding.
Yeah.
I bought. There's a $100 value. I spent $70 to board my Basset hounds coming up in the next week or two. So that's one of the deals on the big deal. All you have to do is go to the homepage, click on big deals in the upper right. There's all kinds of deals there. I think we've sold out of all of the gas certificates. It's crazy.
From
why would
Knapp in particular? Knapp was at. They've got Albion on West Delaware here in Fairfield, what used to be the Davis service station. Sisney.
Yeah.
I bought a number of those as well. You're getting 70 cents for $1. You're paying 76 for $1 worth of gasoline. It was a great deal, and a lot of other deals like that coming up. Anyway, so that's that. Here's something. This is what happens in newspapers when you're a reporter. You write the story, but somebody else writes the headline. Did you hear about this?
No.
Julia Roberts.
Just like Barry Manilow. He writes the songs that make the whole world cry.
And there's not a foul word in this story. I want to preface that.
And it's still interesting?
I think it's very interesting. A newspaper has been forced to apologize after an otherwise glowing interview with Hollywood star Julia Roberts was ruined by perhaps the worst headline typo ever.
Uh-oh.
The Post-Journal of Jamestown, New York, ran a weekend feature on Roberts, who's 51 years old and looking pretty good for 51, looking at her current career renaissance more than 30 years after her first film role. The headline,
Yes.
Julia Roberts finds life and her holes get better with age. Instead of rolls. They did a retraction in a much smaller font than the...
Now, what newspaper was this?
This was this is the former newspaper of Jamestown, New York, the Post-Journal. The errant H had already been perhaps the biggest international readership ever for their website.
Oh,
they got over 30,000 hits.
So would you call that a guffaw?
Yes, a major guffaw, the kind that costs people jobs.
You know, because we're all about big words here every once in a while.
Guffaw is an interesting word, wouldn't you say?
It is. I don't quite get it, but...
I mentioned California earlier and the radio station that's going to put the song back in.
Yeah.
California state regulators have been working on a plan to charge mobile phone users a text messaging fee.
What?
Oh, man.
The intention is to fund programs that make phone service accessible to the low-income residents. Yep.
Oh,
That's what they
not
want to
good.
do.
That's not good.
The president of the Bay Area Council Business Group, Jim Wonderman, says it's a dumb idea.
Yeah.
They could generate more than $44 million a year. So you pay a texting fee so that low-income residents will have phone service.
I don't accept that.
That's California, guys.
Well, here's yes, go ahead.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yes, good morning. I just wanted to mention that you talked about the word guffaw. I think the word buffoon is kind of like guffaw.
Buffoon and well, sometimes yes, I've been called that.
You know, that guy across the table is a guffawing buffoon.
Or use it in a sentence.
Buffooning guffaw.
I also wanted to mention the recordings of Baby It's Cold Outside. I don't think you're going to get a real winner until you play the one from Glee with two guys singing the role.
Oh,
I don't think I've heard that one.
I haven't either.
I don't watch much. I don't watch much of Glee. Thanks for calling.
Thank you. Yeah, I hear some of these songs remade. Just keep the lyrics the same, and it just doesn't happen anymore. Everybody's got to do something better, like all the remakes we talked about.
Heard a a cappella group last night sing some Christmas songs. There's about 15 or 20 guys, and the name of the band is and nothing they sang really stood out or what they sang, but the name of the band is Straight No Chaser.
Oh, okay,
interesting.
Yeah. I guess it wouldn't be a band. I guess it'd be a group.
You've heard of Pentatonics, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That guy does that bass.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
Talked to a guy coming through town here day before yesterday who was the lead singer for the group Blend. And they had been a part of the Fall Fun Fest.
Yeah.
And he's broke off now. But I couldn't help when he was telling me about the group Blend, how there are some people that say that they sing Acapulco.
Sing Acapulco. Okay.
Yes, they do instead of acapella. You talked about paying for texting. Two groups of Central American migrants that had marched to our border. Did you see this?
Yeah. Oh, what are they complaining
They
about?
have a list of demands now.
Oh, a list of
yes.
Demands for what?
One group delivered an ultimatum to the Trump administration: either let them into the United States or pay them each $50,000 to go home.
If you don't let...
Now, wait a minute. Yeah. Pay each person in each of the groups? Or just
each person?
Each person.
Group
$50,000 and they'll go away.
If somebody would pay me $50,000, I'd be happy to go away.
Well, the old adage, the answer is no until you ask.
Yeah, well, that's right. They read the
well,
deal.
Okay, how about 40?
That's right.
How about a gift certificate from Classic? Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee. Hello? Nope.
There
They
is
left us.
another situation in the crazy state of California. Police officers in San Francisco may no longer demand that suspects, whether handcuffed or not, sit on the ground or sidewalk at a crime scene because it is being viewed as demeaning.
Oh, they get him in a lawn chair or something?
My. You're kidding me.
In order to carry out duties respectfully and professionally, sitting a subject on the ground or sidewalk should be done only as a last resort and only when necessary, the chief of police put out. His name's William Scott, but it's demeaning to make somebody caught at a crime scene sit down. That's a last resort to make
so
them sit.
you put them in cuffs or some kind of restraint.
Yes.
And instead of putting them in the car,
No, well, if they can't put them in the car right then,
you have to sit on the block.
No, they have them stand. They only have them sit as a last resort because it's demeaning to the suspect.
That's amazing.
Go figure.
I just can't believe that.
A question, observation. You know, if you get arrested, isn't that demeaning enough?
Sure.
If you're standing there with your hands handcuffed,
How-
and aren't you being punished? You should be demeaned.
Okay,
if
for a
you're
moment.
being punished like
How
that.
many of you have actually been pulled over by a police officer?
You mean for speeding or
anything?
Yes, I
I've been
have.
pulled
Oh, yeah,
over.
I have.
You've been pulled
Oh,
over. I've been pulled over. Those few seconds when that person, that police officer is walking to the car, those are the most horrible
Those are the
moments
most
in my
terrifying
life.
seconds going. Yeah.
All right, and this goes along with that. You're driving down the interstate in the eastbound lane.
Okay.
And there's a state trooper coming in the westbound lane.
Right.
You look in your rearview mirror and he's hopping the median.
He's coming for you.
And then, you were going maybe 1 mile over.
And now you're feeling guilty.
And then you think, well, you're thinking about what you're going to say or what, and then he goes past you.
Yes.
One of our daughters always said, "Dad, act normal. Act normal."
Act like you've been there before.
And here's something else I've noticed. You're driving 70 miles an hour, exactly the speed limit, and in the other lane is a state trooper going the opposite direction. The cars ahead of you slow down. Have you noticed that?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Oh,
because they may be running radar.
Absolutely.
Well, but if you're going the speed,
yeah.
Now this
Well,
happened.
I hit my. I go about 72. Okay.
Okay.
I hit my brake when I see a police officer.
Yeah.
Just to go down to
It's just-
68.
yeah.
Just
why?
Now, see, this happened.
Well, because
to me
I'm 2
one
miles
time.
over, and you're the guy that says I can be arrested for 2 miles over.
No, if you're going 70. If you're going 70.
Well, I go 72. Okay.
I do too.
All right.
So I got this
Sometimes.
happened to me one time. Just you with the state police in town. This burned me.
Why did you bring that up again?
Well, I didn't bring it up. I just mentioned it. This burned me. We were on the interstate one time. Okay, and we were speeding, like 73, 74, something like that.
Right. Not crazy.
And we see the cop. And he turns in the median cutover, and he comes after us. Well, just about the time he starts to make that turn, some guy goes roaring past us doing 90, and the cop stops us.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm thinking, what are you stopping us for?
You've got no argument whatsoever. If you're going over, you can't say, "Why didn't you take the yahoo that just went past me at 90?"
Well, yeah. No, I mean, there's no argument. It just
And
It's
by the
upsetting.
way,
burns my butt.
if you have, I have not been stopped since I've had my concealed carry permit. But if you are stopped, I understand.
Are you packing now?
I understand that you
Don't ask.
that if you're pulled over for speeding or
Right.
whatever, and if you have a weapon in your car,
Right.
Because they know that you have concealed carry before
Okay.
they get out. Have your hands on the
Steering wheel or the dashboard?
My dad always
and then
told me.
just say, yes, I have a weapon, and hands on there.
My dad always, who was a cop, said, "Don't make any quick movements, and certainly if you've got your insurance or whatever, don't be going for the glove compartment while they're walking up."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, anyway, the point simply was, what was the point?
The point is, we need to take a break.
Oh.
And hold it. But Guys, if you think these 3 California items are crazy, wait till I tell you what was possibly going on here in Illinois.
Last fall, my husband lost his health benefits. We're too young for Medicare, so we needed to buy our own insurance. Things got real for us. We were so happy we found Health Alliance. Not only does an actual person answer the phone, they actually help, too. We were able to keep our same doctor and get a rate we could afford. Visit healthalliance.org/plans to learn more. Open enrollment is November 1st through December 15th. Health Alliance. Insurance for real life.
Winter is coming, of that we're assured. Sounds of the holidays are now being heard. We're waiting for Christmas. It's on the way. What do you think your old stove will say? Is it ready to prepare all the good food you'll need, or will it quit in the middle of your preparing to feed? At Gill Sales and Service, we'll help with the fun of having your family come in on the run. Washers, dryers, refrigerators, and more, we have them all here at our store. A poet I'm not, as I'm sure you'll agree, but we'd love for you to come in to see if our prices, products, and services galore will meet your holiday needs at our store. That's Gill Sales and Service, 1605 West Main in Fairfield.
The Original Company radio stations and Old National Bank's annual Farm Profit Preview is Thursday, January 24th from 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. at Highland Woods in Vincennes. This year you will have the opportunity to earn continuing education credits for your private and commercial applicator's license. There's also free health screenings, and Gary Truitt from Hoosier Ag Today will be promoting the HAT Network and TOC Farm programming. To secure your vendor booth, contact Jessica Hallman at events@originalcompany.com.
The gift of the holidays is a precious reminder that we are loved. Happy holidays to everyone from Carnaby Square, the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield. Christy, Chris, Jenny, Linda, and Melinda. Harris Insurance, Herb and Shirley Harris, Mike Harris, Teresa Engel, Sarah Robbins, and Sharon Blood. Jay Fahey and Darren Rice, attorneys at law in downtown Fairfield. Kitty College in Fairfield, an accredited early childhood center with free state-funded pre-K, celebrating 22 years of service. Patty Sheer Magic in Fairfield, owner and stylist Patty Owen, stylist Hannah Froning, and stylist and nail technician Casey Austin. The Willow Tree in downtown Fairfield, Wes and Kathy York and staff. And Prairie Acres Farms and Trucking in Sisney, Lee Milligan and crew.
Lights, camera, action. Time to return to morning coffee on the station listened to, not just heard, WFIW.
Once again, very nice.
Yeah.
Nice. She's playing nice this morning.
Okay, here's the news headline that I found.
Was it
This is from Illinois, right?
Yes.
Was it as good as mine?
Illinois Governor-elect J.B. Pritzker and 2 other Democratic state legislators have proposed a departing taxpayer fee.
Huh?
So if somebody wants to move out of Illinois, they got to pay a fee.
Here's the story. Here's the story.
I like that.
I got to have that.
Early this month, Facebook users circulated a post stating that newly elected Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, along with fellow Democratic state lawmakers, had proposed assessing a rather unusual fee against residents who moved out of the state, a departing taxpayer fee. Well, somebody reached out to Pritzker's spokeswoman, who confirmed that the contents of that post circulating on Facebook were, quote, absolutely not true, and appeared to be nothing more than a hoax.
Not a hoax.
Not a
on an unflagged attempt at satire. Of course, Pritzker, a billionaire, won the race big time back on November 6th.
David, that's a way to really make a lot of money, though.
It is. Because people are flowing out of Illinois like it's
now Pritzker
on
and
fire.
His Democratic colleagues have supported replacing the state's flat income tax with a progressive income tax, which would mean higher rates for the wealthy. But no evidence found to suggest that he ever considered floating a charge.
Why don't they get rid of property taxes and just make an tax on everybody, whether they rent or own property.
I would tell you something. In Missouri, I paid a personal property tax. They assess the personal property, had cars.
Right, yeah.
And I paid a tax on it. And I moved from Missouri in July, and guess what? I'm still paying my Missouri personal property tax this year. It doesn't matter that I moved.
Is it Indiana that property taxes in comparison to Illinois would be lower, but they charge more when you at the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles?
I think Indiana will. I think they charge you based on for your license renewal every year. They charge you based on the value, the Blue Book value of your car. So say if you have a 2019 Dodge Hemi pickup truck that's worth $85,000. You get charged a fee based on how much that truck is blue booked for.
But your property taxes
are lower.
See, we have no rhyme or reason with property taxes in this state. There's no rhyme or reason.
And there's 18 taxing bodies on everybody's
let me just reiterate. Let me just make this comment. You said no rhyme or reason on property taxes in Illinois. There's no rhyme or reason in Illinois, period.
You're right. I agree.
In anything government does in Illinois.
Because you do not have businessmen leading the state. You have politicians that I got to quit.
Yep.
What you got, dude?
I got a couple of interesting ones.
See how I drew you right in? I just drew you right in, didn't I?
Everybody loves Raymond star Patricia Heaton. She played his wife.
Yeah.
You remember that show? She was really good in it.
Yeah.
She's not real pleased with Time Magazine as they're trying to put together their Person of the Year. They're actually going to put 4 people, and they're going to alternate the covers. These are journalists that have lost their life.
Yeah, Khashoggi is the man.
Is one of them.
Depending on where you're at, yeah.
She says it should be Gary Sinise. He should be the Person of the Year because he raises $30 million annually for Gold Star families and vets.
Good.
And she's getting a lot of support online.
Good.
Why don't we just make Gary Sinise our Man of the Year?
We could make him our honorary host.
That's right.
The Morning Coffee Man of the Year.
That's
could be right up there with Time. Here's another one. You know that when they found the Titanic?
Yeah.
The guy that did it, he had this high-tech equipment, and everybody thought, wow, that's really amazing that he was able to get to.
Ballard was his name, right?
His
Robert
name
Ballard?
Was,
is that right?
Robert Ballard.
Yeah.
You're right. Exactly. Okay. You know what that story was about? You know why did you hear the story on why and how he found the Titanic?
No.
He was supplied.
He just got lucky.
No, he was supplied with all the high-tech equipment. It's revealed now, all of it by the U.S. Navy, because what he was really looking for were 2 down, the Scorpion and the Thrasher, 2 of our nuclear submarines. And this was a cover story to keep the Russians away.
I remember when the Thrasher went down.
And so what I'm saying is he found the Titanic, and that was the cover story for the fact that he was really looking for 2 submarines.
Well,
I don't think he found the submarines.
No.
Isn't that amazing? But they're trying to keep the Russians from
that is pretty. Yeah.
The Hunt for Red October?
Pretty stealthy.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it great? That's a great movie.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of sequels and movies, there wasn't a sequel to the Titanic, was there?
There's coming one.
What?
There's going to be a sequel in the fact that they're going to
They're building a new one.
Would you write it?
No.
Heck no.
I wouldn't either.
I would.
Oh, well, if somebody give it to me.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
SIU's doing something, SIUC, besides losing students.
My alma mater, be nice,
Mine
but
too.
I don't care what you
right
say.
Right there, buddy. Right there. I am too. Melissa McCarthy, a world-famous actress with local roots, will receive an honorary SIUC Doctor of Performing Arts degree.
Where is she from?
She grew up in Southern Illinois, attended SIU Carbondale for 2 years before moving to New York.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, yeah. I think she married a guy from Carbondale, if I'm not mistaken, and they're still married.
Wow. But it doesn't say exactly where she's from.
Does not say exactly where. The truth.
Well, she probably changed.
Because Dave and I are both graduates of that. It's obvious that if you drive through Carbondale with your window down, they'll shoot a degree in there.
So what you're saying, if I'm going down to 17th Street, I can get an extra degree
roll down your
down
window,
in Murfreesboro? Okay.
Drive past Old Main.
Okay. Now, speaking of Murfreesboro,
yeah.
Remember Cristato's Bakery down there?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. By the way, I just read a story of, the old shoe factory down there?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
They're bringing it down, finally.
Was that the
Brown shoe factory?
Yeah.
I was only about 3 blocks from that. We lived 3 blocks from that. It was huge, and it had huge walls, and they're bringing it down finally.
NBC News made the surprise announcement yesterday that Kathy Lee Gifford is leaving the Today Show.
No.
Mm-hmm. She's
wonder if we can get her.
Been there for more than a decade. She will stay through the show's next anniversary, April 7th, 2019. NBC's got some problems.
How old is Kathy Lee? She's got to be
65.
65.
Really?
Okay.
I think she's 65.
I thought she was maybe older than that.
I think she would be if we can't get Megyn Kelly. I'd put her between us here, Dave. Wouldn't you?
And then another nice little lighthearted story. This is funny. Could apply locally.
Apparently, he doesn't agree with you.
Apparently not. Are you okay with it?
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm okay.
Well, it made it sound like you don't like Kathy.
No,
Yeah.
I thought it was a no-brainer. But let's try to get Megyn first.
All right, fair. We'll prioritize.
Pennsylvania town had a big pothole in one of the streets. Big pothole. Everybody was sick of it. So you know what somebody did?
Filled it.
They put a Christmas tree in it.
Oh, then you drive
and
around
decorated it.
That's cool.
I like that.
I mean, the pothole was getting bigger. It was starting to, what do you call it, spider out. But one of the neighbors of that found some Christmas decorations and a tree, and she thought that looked nice there. So it brings attention to it.
That's putting a big hole to use.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
And you're not going to drive over it, right?
Yeah.
You're going to see it. By the way, I just want to mention the park board is meeting on Thursday night.
We found that out.
Now,
that's all right. That's all right. I've
7 o'clock.
I've done the same thing before, only with a basketball game.
Oh no, that's
I showed up the wrong night.
Well, no, I didn't show up the wrong night. I showed up the wrong place. It was
that's
home
even
instead of
worse.
away.
Do you think? I kept thinking as I'm standing out front, I wonder if they moved this thing to someplace else.
That begs the question. I wonder if any high school football well, I know the local team here, Bill Book and Bob
Odie.
and Edwards, Odie. And I know they travel together. But wonder if they have ever gone to the wrong town or basketball referees. I wonder if they've ever, surely they have.
Yes,
I
but don't call me
I have
Shirley.
heard about it.
Yeah.
I've heard about it. But I've never actually spoken with them.
I'm going to be there on Thursday night.
You're going to be where?
The Park District Board.
Okay.
Okay, it's Thursday.
Thursday night. I'm going to be there.
TH.
And I'm
sure,
really excited.
now, are you sure it's Thursday?
It said on the top.
I know,
that
but
it's
the
on
date.
Thursday night. The 13th.
Okay.
Are you sure it's not the 18th?
No. It's 13th. I got out my my handy dandy phone and I put on flashlights and I read it out in front by myself. People kept driving
the magnifier.
by. People kept driving by to go through to see the lights.
Look at that moron
He's
out
standing
there.
out front. I bet he thinks tonight's the Park District meeting.
Nah, they're probably going about. He's probably out there giving out candy canes. I wonder if he's got any candy canes.
By the way, I thought Ken Odie did a wonderful job again last night. He covers city council for us. And I thought he did a good job. I think he gave us the essence.
That was a big meeting last night.
Yeah, and it only took 20 minutes, which is incredible. Thought that was going to be a pretty expensive meeting.
Well, there was a lot of stuff going on last night, too, besides city council. So
what's that?
The light tour and,
Yes, there was. I got to tell you something about that. I'm going to take a bow for that.
Yoga class went on.
You were at yoga
there
last
was
night?
a Christmas party over at the Elks.
Yeah, I was at yoga.
Did you? Were there any particular poses you want to share with us?
Not on camera.
No. You don't have to.
You won't tell us about it.
We have our candlelight yoga class next week. We do. I love it.
Did you order pizza last night?
Don't lean
Did you order pizza
over.
last night?
We had leftovers.
Okay.
Don't lean over the candlelight, man.
Be careful.
That's what you have, honestly?
Yes.
Candlelight
What does
yoga.
that mean?
That means instead of the regular lights on, we have candles sitting around the room.
Isn't that a fire hazard?
I can't believe
Isn't that a fire hazard?
No. It's that we have precautions. We bring our mats and our fire extinguishers.
Everybody's carrying a fire extinguisher.
Here's it. I can see a text. Remember not to wear anything flammable tonight.
Yeah.
No polyester leisure suits, Dave.
Anyway, that was a lot going on last night. You had yoga.
Yes.
And I think I want to take, for the station, not me personally, but there was, it didn't look like they were going to be able to do the senior citizen light tour.
Uh-huh. They didn't have a lot of people
but we started pushing it hard, and I think they came
We
close
filled the bus.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
So good for us.
How much time do you need for trivia? 30 minutes?
And what's the topic?
No, you're not. It just whatever.
It's potpourri?
Whatever I feel like.
I have themes.
See, look at this. I have got two big
books
I'm
worth of
trivia
with
here.
him doing it. This is a first.
I'm going to tell you right now what the theme is going to be for Friday.
What?
Movies.
Movies. Okay.
Okay. Well, mine's music tomorrow.
Music tomorrow. Movies on Friday.
It's not just. Music is the theme, but it's not like who recorded this.
Right.
It's got some other neat things.
Right.
Mine is not potpourri.
Not potpourri?
It's hodgepodge.
Oh, guffaw.
That's coming up.
Maurice's has Christmas style covered for everything from trimming the tree to toasting the new year. Need a pretty party outfit? Maurice's has stylists in the store that are fashion and fit experts for every shape and size, 2 to 24. Want to cross off a lot on your gift list? We have jammies, jewelry, hats, scarves, and sweaters. Now through Sunday, save 30% on every regular price purchase at your local Maurice's store. Just mention this ad. Here's to dressing well and jingle bells. Maurice's.
Exclusions apply. See store for details.
It's about being in the moment and making that moment count. Focusing on what you find important and what you want most out of life. At SSM Health, we call this the healing power of presence, which means we take the time to connect, listen, and understand. This is at the heart of everything we do. SSM Health. Knowing you better as a person helps us treat you better as a patient.
Post frame buildings continue to pop up all over the area, and at Graber Post Buildings, they've been putting up buildings for over 40 years. Garages, pole barns, storage buildings, workshops, apartments, even indoor basketball courts, and some of the most attractive commercial buildings in the state. Every job is specific and unique to your wants and your needs. Graber Post also has packages for contractors and do-it-yourselfers. So for your next building or roofing project, call for a free quote at Graber Post, 800-264-5013.
Hi, welcome to this Subway ad for our all-new Ultimate Cheesy Garlic Bread. How would you like it?
I'll take a skeptical grandma.
Set in her ways?
A smidge.
Grandma, try this Ultimate Meatball Marinara made with Ultimate Cheesy Garlic Bread. Melted mozzarella, Parmesan, garlic butter spread. It's just like yours.
Like mine? My grandmother's recipe?
Try it.
You know, my grandmother's cheesy garlic bread was never all that.
Subway, make it what you want. Limited time only at participating restaurants.
Time for that radar weather, your Fairfield area weather forecast. Partly cloudy skies today with a high 55. Clear tonight, low 35. For tomorrow, 90% chance of rain, high 50. Chance for showers on Friday with a high 48. And for Saturday, scattered showers, high 45. Sunday, partly cloudy with a high of 50. Overnight low was 37. Yesterday's high 52. Currently, humidity at 73%. Winds from the south at 9 miles an hour. Pressure at 29.97 and holding. Right now, we've got partly sunny skies, 39 here at the WFIW studios, east of Fairfield. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois in terms of precipitation, nor in any of the adjoining states at this present time.
Just go once to YouTube and see the boys. It will scare you straight back to radio. You're listening to Morning Coffee on the station listened to, not just heard. WFIW and WFIWradio.com.
She lured us in.
She did.
She lured us in. I was feeling comfortable. And she slapped us around, Dave.
What can I say? Middle child.
Gee. All right, we're ready for trivia.
Are we ready for trivia?
Okay, hold on a second.
I don't know that I will need 10 minutes.
Well, by the way, I have pretty well broken myself of spitting out the answer faster than our radio listeners can do. So you're good. You're good.
I write it down.
I know.
Don't say a word.
I know. I just want to say that we like.
You admonish me every day.
No, I'm not admonishing you. I'm
admonish me.
saying that for my benefit.
Write that down. Admonish.
Admonish. That
Yeah, that
another big word
we've used that.
today.
The word of the day today is guffaw.
Guffaw.
I like it.
Guffaw.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Jim Guffaw. He's a very good comedian.
One of the who?
Jim Gaffolligan.
That's right. That's it.
Didn't we have him yesterday? Tim talked about him
He's
yesterday.
in the top 10.
I'm still interested in the last name of the 12 Days of Christmas winner today. Must be a person from out of town. That is not a Fairfield name.
Now, hang on.
We can't allow that
Now,
thing.
let me double check.
No,
this.
when we sold these, when we had seniors, we
Right.
would find friends and relatives from, Denver, Colorado, or wherever and sell them. We would send them and say it would be nice if you would make a donation. They're $10 each, and we put in 4.
Listen here. We do not allow non-Fairfield people to win. Go ahead.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah. I'm ready to write.
All right. Let me find my list to where I need to be. All right.
The buildup is just...
From 1949 to 1990, what were the capital cities of West and East Germany?
From 1949 to 1990.
Yeah, the Germanys were split between
Right.
West and East. What were the two capital cities?
All right. What do you want me to say? You want me to go ahead first or you?
He's got a
You better.
befuddled look on his face. So
East and West Berlin.
no.
Ooh, I had Berlin.
It was
You were
split down
half
the
right.
middle.
You were half right.
East Berlin
East Berlin
was one.
was East Germany.
Okay, how about Munich?
No. Bonn. Bonn.
All right. Well, then I get half credit.
Yeah, you get half. You get
Okay.
half a point.
All right.
This is going to be an easy one. All right. All right. Here
So
we
far,
go.
you're not doing very well.
No, you're
That was a
not
lousy
doing very
question.
well.
Go ahead.
What do you mean that was a lousy question?
That was a lousy question.
All right. What 60s Broadway musical advocated wearing it down to there?
Oh, well, that's easy, but we're doing musicals from Broadway here? Next thing we'll be doing candlelight yoga.
He's asking the questions. We don't need to complain.
That's right. And you know what? You're not getting a history lesson afterwards.
All right, I got the answer.
Well, what is the answer?
Hair.
That's
Hair.
what I wrote.
All right.
Hair. Give me a head with hair. Long. Who did the song?
Cowsills.
Yes.
I liked Susie Cowsill a lot.
The one of the boys is still touring.
I bet you she doesn't look that good in her late 60s.
There's nothing
All right.
wrong with late 60s looking.
Well, you don't
women.
like Kathy Lee Griffin or whatever.
Who
Kathy
is it?
Lee
Griffin?
No, it's Kathy Lee
Gifford.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right.
3.
Give us the first person to crack the sound barrier. Name of the first person to crack the sound barrier.
Hold on.
In an airplane or a car?
It doesn't matter.
It has to be an airplane, Dave. Oh, I know it.
He was a test pilot.
Yes, he was.
And he advertised Rolex watches.
Sure did.
Well, guys, you're
I
doing
know
very
it.
well here.
I'm gonna kill myself over this because I know it. but
I've got the name that I came up with broke the land speed record, so I can. He was a general in the Air Force.
I don't think he was a general.
I got it.
All right, go ahead.
Yeager.
Chuck Yeager.
Yep, there you go.
The guy that broke the land speed record, I think, was Craig Breedlove.
Yeah, I think you're right. on
but
that, too.
but I didn't ask that question.
No.
You didn't. I'm just trying to make myself feel better.
Chuck Yeager. I came
The
up with
Chuckster, you did.
that. I'm the guy. I'm the man.
All right. All right.
We started off slow and now we're tapering off.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we've got 2.5 of 3.
Yeah. You did.
2.5.
He's struggling
of 3.
over there coming up with
I'm
questions.
struggling.
Well, I'm trying to find ones.
Oh, my.
All right. In on which river is is Vienna situated?
You should know this.
Why?
Because you do
I
those
wasn't
river
there.
cruises.
I wasn't there.
You do these cruises.
There's a song written about it.
Oh, yeah.
You know it?
I'll make a guess.
Yep.
Danube?
Yep, that's it.
Great.
I was going to say that or the Little Wabash.
The Blue Danube.
I said Vienna, not Vienna.
It's not in southern Illinois.
The Sausage River.
Right
the
next
Vienna
to
Sausage River.
Right next to Cairo. Or Cairo.
All righty. True or false?
Oh, these are easy.
Africa is so large that China, India, Europe, and the U.S. could all fit inside the continent.
Which countries could fit in it?
China, India, Europe, and the U.S. True or false? It's that big.
I'm going to say false.
I am going to say false.
Really?
True.
I didn't realize it was that big.
Yeah. Gosh. It is.
Well, that's
It is.
upsetting.
All righty. Riddle time.
Riddle me this.
It's riddle time. They grow in clusters and range in color from pale green to black. What are they?
Okay.
I've got an answer.
Grapes?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
All right.
Grapes. You have got it.
This
Yes,
is
sir.
number 7.
Number 7.
Uh-huh.
Right now, I think we're at 4.5.
I'm not keeping score. This
I
is
am.
This is upward trivia. We're not keeping score.
That's good.
And you'll both get a trophy.
That's right. Participation
We're
award.
participating. Okay,
Oh,
find one you like.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Lebanon. The country of Lebanon gained independence from what country in 1943?
Okay.
Any guesses?
I'll try Egypt.
No.
Tunisia.
No.
I had that written down too.
Now think about it. All of these Middle Eastern countries were all ruled by
Great Britain?
European. They were colonies of European countries.
So is
years ago.
Great Britain?
No.
What?
France.
Oh, okay, well, I would have never come up with that one.
Lebanon was part of the French colonial empire.
That's where McKendree is, isn't it?
I thought this was going to be fun, didn't you?
It's not very fun at all.
Yeah,
It's
well,
a horrible question.
okay, how about another easy one?
Another one?
Yeah. Give me the two oceans that the Panama Canal connects.
Oh. Oceans. Well, are you talking about, I mean, there's oceans and there's gulfs.
What
I have an answer.
Oceans does the Panama Canal connect?
All right.
If you go from one side of the Panama Canal
My
to the other
answer
side,
is
Go ahead.
A and P.
Atlantic and Pacific.
Yep,
You got it.
All right, but see, it's the Gulf of Mexico on the.
It is
that's
not
the answer. We
Gulf
got it
of
right.
Mexico.
All right, I'm not arguing about it. I'm
The
not gonna
Panama
argue
Canal does not empty out in the Gulf of Mexico.
about it. Man, he's lousy at this, Dave. I'm just
No,
saying.
I think he's good because he's going to
man.
do it again next week.
He's lousy, man.
Okay,
I'll
we're
make
ready
it,
for number 9.
All righty. What was Operation Overlord?
Yeah, that sure. I know that.
Now, do
We-
not say.
We have to be specific.
What,
You
do
have
not-
to be specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. What, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Southern Illinois judge, in fact, he became a good friend of mine down in Southern Illinois, was placed into the Cook County judge system. And there he was able to, you're laughing. This is not it?
He's exactly right.
Yeah.
No. You
What
are
is it?
wrong.
Oh, what is it? You
Go
know?
ahead. Operation Overlord.
Oh, I know
Was
now.
that part of the Middle East deal?
That's D-Day.
No.
It was D-Day.
No.
What?
It was also known as D-Day. The day was D-Day,
Right.
but it was the invasion of Normandy.
What did D stand for in D-Day?
I don't know.
Day.
The day.
Designated
stood for
day.
day.
Designated day.
All right.
All righty. Mm-hmm. How many years did Nelson Mandela spend in prison before his release in 1990?
Can't be exact.
You got to be exact.
Well, I'm not.
Actually, I'll give you within a range of 5.
All right.
5 years.
12.
Nope.
30.
Yeah, 27.
Yeah.
Time flies.
All
Not
right.
for Nelson.
So how many that?
I don't know. We did pretty well.
I don't know.
Not I.
I don't know if you did as
Not
well.
I.
I don't know. Should we get one more?
Do you have one more?
Yeah.
We got a little bit of time.
More.
Make it easy.
All right.
Go on,
All right, U.S. flags.
Make me feel good going out.
U.S. flags are to be used until they are worn out.
Yes.
And then they are destroyed.
Right.
Preferably by what method?
Burning or burying?
Oh, I'd say burning, not burying.
Not burying. Burning.
Okay. Burning. Okay.
All right.
Good.
Do you know anybody that burns or buries?
VFW
sure.
does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Or the American.
Oh, yeah. If
Legion.
you have a flag that needs to be discarded, take it to the VFW or the Legion, and they will properly discard
You're
it.
doing trivia tomorrow, right?
I'll do it, buddy.
And
We'll be
I
here,
am
too.
gone tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Tom will be in.
We'll have fun.
All the important news here first. This is WFIW FM Fairfield, the station listened to, not just heard, 104.9 FM.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in